Heart disease isn't just a men's issue, it's the #1 killer of women, yet so many of us don't recognize the signs. That's why American Heart Month and Wear Red Day are so important. Today we have an inspiring guest who knows firsthand how life-saving CPR can be. Delaney survived a cardiac arrest at just 6 years old, and she's here with cardiologist Karen Schultz to share her story and to teach us a thing or two. Hello, Delaney. Hello, Dr. Schultz. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so Dr. Schultz, I wanted to start off with you. Why is it important to focus on women's heart health during this time right now?
As you mentioned, cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in women, and it counts for 1 in every 3 deaths. Yet, despite that, many women are not aware of their risks. And so initiatives like Wear Red Day can help to spotlight this issue for women and encourage them to prioritize their heart health. And they can do this by getting regular checkups, by maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and by making sure that they're educated about the symptoms of cardiovascular disease.
Yeah, it just really emphasizes those routine checkups that sometimes people might put off, important not to. Delaney, your story is so powerful. Can you take us back to that day and share how hands-only CPR really saved you?
Yeah, when I was 6 years old, I collapsed in class suddenly, and it was due to cardiac arrest. And my teacher and her assistant, they jumped into CPR right away, and they did that up until the paramedics arrived, and that really just doing that immediately helped save my life until they could get me connected to better medical care.
Wow, and that was when you're 6 years old. How old are you now?
I'm 20 now.
20. How are you doing now, Delaney?
I'm doing a lot better. I haven't experienced anything major like that since then, aside from a couple bouts of it within that age range.
That's good to hear.
Thank you.
Of course, and Dr. Schultz, can you break it down? What exactly is hands-only CPR, and how does it work to keep someone alive until help arrives?
Yes, hands-only CPR is an emergency life-saving procedure that can be done if the heart stops beating. So at the time when every second counts, it can double or triple the chances of survival if performed immediately after a cardiac arrest. And it works because it helps to circulate blood through the body to provide blood and oxygen to the vital organs, which can be life-saving until emergency responders arrive.
Yes, and Delaney, you also learned hands-on CPR as well yourself. Can you give us a demonstration of what that looks like?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's very quick and easy, and kids up to the age of 6 can learn. So you first want to call 911 and then pump at a rate hard and fast in the center of the chest at about 100 to 120 compressions per minute.
And I read that you're a Taylor Swift fan, and sometimes there's a certain song that you can beat that to?
Yes, Love Story.
Okay, Love Story.
Yes.
So if you're listening to Love Story, anything that can help remind you how to remember that beat, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, there's the demonstration. Well, thank you for learning. I think it's amazing that you learned. I mean, it was something that helped save your life, and you took it upon yourself to learn it as well, too, in case you need to help somebody else.
Yes, exactly.
And then, Delaney, how does it feel knowing CPR saved your life? What would you say to encourage others to learn the skill?
It's very overwhelming, but honestly really empowering as well. And it's inspired me to go and learn it and share that with others as well and have them learn. It's quick and easy, and you never know when it's going to save somebody's life. And with it being the American Heart Association's mission, it really is something that I'm passionate about.
Dr. Schultz, I understand that many people hesitate to give CPR, especially to women for some reason. What misconceptions should we clear up today?
Well, one of the misconceptions is that women might have symptoms that are just exactly the same as men, but actually they may be different or they may be more subtle, and these differences can lead to a delay in the recognition or the treatment of their condition. One of the differences is that they may not have the typical chest pain that we think of for a heart attack. They might have it, but in addition to that, they might also have more indigestion, nausea, pain coming to the throat or the jaw, and so it's important to recognize all of these different symptoms. One of the other misconceptions is that people may be hesitant to do CPR because of different chest anatomy, but it's important to realize that whatever the chest anatomy is, it's important to give high quality CPR the same to men and to women and to children.
And it's important all around. And Dr. Schultz, as we kick off American Heart Month, what's one message you want to leave with our audience about heart health and the importance of CPR?
Yes, the most important message today is that cardiovascular disease and cardiac arrest can happen to anyone, including women and children, and that learning CPR can be a simple but really powerful way to help in a situation like that. And so with this month, we want to kind of highlight this issue and wear red for Wear Red Day on February 7th to bring attention to these important topics.
Yeah, important topics that we highlight in February, but important to talk about all year round, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us, Delaney. Again, so happy to hear you're doing well. And thanks for showing us how to give on hands-only CPR.
Of course, thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. And to our viewers, you can learn more by heading over to heart.org.